live here in the dark. So I thought I would try something new, and that is just to see if anyone wanted free live tarot readings with no imagery. So I'm using my iPad, and I don't have anything to set it up on so that I could get like a good angle or anything like that. So I thought I'd just try it like this and just do it as if it were a phone call. It'd be cool if we could do call-ins. Anyway, so I guess we'll hang for a few minutes and see if anyone shows up interested in free live tarot readings. Let me see. Here I am live. I gotta turn down the volume all the way down. 3 minutes. It has not been 3 minutes. Interestingly, it will not open. Okay, this says I'm live right now. Let's see. Welcome to live chat. Remember to guard your privacy and abide by your community guidelines. And hello, tarot friends. As I said before, this is Ultraviolet Morgan, and I just decided to do voice-only tarot readings by request. Yeah, so thanks for coming to hang out, and we'll see what happens. As they say on that Bravo show, watch what happens next. Or is it called Watch What Happens Live? I'm not sure. Hey, it's Andrew. Hi, Andrew. How are you? Long time no see. What have you been up to? Hello, Slime King 3. Slime King 3. Slime King 3 has 188 subscribers, and he is the king of all Minecraft slimes. Alright. 3 a.m. Spider-Man. I am sleepy and trying to feed my cats. Life started moving fast again. Yeah, it has a habit of moving slow and then moving fast. Yeah, I got so much stuff I need to do, and we don't know that we'll get to it, but, you know. We have things to do. We know that much. Killer Sands. Hello, Killer Sands. Yeah. So trying to figure this out because I really need to go to my live so that I can see the whole chat. Oh, Silu is live, says hello, Bay, Mara YouTube channel, D-Do. Thank you. It says I got 14 people hanging out with me now. Oh, 8. Bunch of y'all left. Sorry about that. I mean, it's free live tarot readings. Anybody interested in a tarot reading? I just haven't done any readings in such a long time. And Tarot Oracle stopped doing his show, and Dr. Mystical stopped doing his show, and I stopped doing my show. And my phone started making weird noises now whenever I do try to record, so I thought, what the heck? We'll give a try to recording a live feed. Gene XO! Yay! The best moderator in the whole wide world. Yeah, so I figured, what the heck? We'll give it a try. Just doing a blank screen. And see how it goes. Because I missed everybody, and I wanted to be able to stream. Oops. What did I do? I scrolled. Went to like somebody else entirely. I do not like how YouTube and Facebook and all of the social media things like randomly kind of change the way that they operate. So yeah, it's annoying. Like for some reason, my video, I went to scroll on the conversation and it scrolled to another video, and I don't ever remember it doing that before. And it's not even my video, it's just some random video. Someone I'm not even subscribed to. Like, since when is this a thing? As if I'm never seen that before. Anyway, yes, Jean, you may ask a question. I'm a little rusty, so Jean XO is the #1 bestest moderator a girl could ever hope for. Copy TikTok. Yeah, like TikTok is annoying in that it's just random. You can never find someone that you're searching for. It's just, ugh. It's random and like, you know, I don't know. It's just annoying. I'm hanging in there. I'm hanging in there. What? Do not want those cards to have flipped over. What are Virgo's feelings, intentions, and next actions towards Jean? Let's do some shuffling. Every day I'm shuffling. All right, it's almost over now. Oh my goodness, girl. You got that Cash App right up there for me in the PayPal. Very nice. Very, very nice. I'm not really sure if the coffee thing, I don't even know if I remember how to get to that. Maybe I should check it. Maybe I've gotten 50,000 coffee spot for me and I don't even know. Ugh. How are we in this? Is this just an automatic mode now? Do we have any control? Anyway. All right, we gotta click. I like to tap my cards on your name. And What are Virgo's feelings, intentions, and next actions? If you stream vertically. Oh my gosh. How annoying. How annoying. I flipped my whole deck upside down. Virgo's feelings. It's like I keep wanting to turn cards upside down. I don't know if it was just a mistake or something more. All right, for Jean. We want to down Virgo's feelings, intentions, and next actions. Okay. Oh, 5 of Swords, the Devil, 8 of Cups. So it really feels like he wants to basically gain. He basically wants to come and get what he wants and leave, is what these cards are showing. Take what he wants. Sounds like it'd be a fun time, but not any plans to stick around. So weird. Next time, I guess I'll stream the other way. Yeah, so that's what it's showing for me is like with the 5 of Swords, it's like there's kind of winners and losers. Like he's taking something, you're kind of, a gain for him is a loss for you, or vice versa. But yeah, it just basically feels like he wants to come in, take his notches, and it looks like there'd be some good notches with this Devil card. Well, it doesn't ever stop them from trying. They just, take it as a challenge. I try to never tell them anymore, like, I'm not going to do this with you, that with you. I'm not going to date you. I'm not going to sleep with you. I'm not going to whatever, because it's just like catnip, right? It's the worst thing to say. Just kind of nod and go, I'll call you sometime. Right? Let me get a couple more cards just to expand. Yeah, they do want to come out upside down. Wow, that's interesting. Okay. So, these, some of them came out upside down, some of them came out right side up. I knew the other deck was fully upright, so shouldn't have been coming out upside down. But we have an 8 of Swords or 8 of Wands in reverse. Clarifying the 5 of Swords. It's really interesting that you said he knows you're not the game playing type, because the 8 of Wands, this is the Gregory Scott Tarot, and it shows these arrows going through this heart, and it's reversed. It's like it's the heart has a dartboard on it. It's literally a game of darts, but it's in reverse. It's like it's like Jean is not a game player. Jean's not playing your games. Like, it seems like he's wanting to have this banter is the word that's coming to my head. It's not quite what I mean, but like, you know, he wants to. It does feel like, yeah, he wants to play this game, and you're like shutting that shit down. You're like, nah. It's so funny because I looked down and saw that comment, and I look over and I'm like, literally, we've got a game of darts, but with these spears, and it's in reverse. It's like no games. I'm like, Five of Swords is definitely trying to play a rough game, you know, a game to win, a game where they get all the swords, they get what they want, they get, you know. And so, interesting. So, the devil, we have the devil sign, or the devil card, which um, is a shirtless man wearing a headdress. His face is covered. There's a star on the headdress, and there's horns on it, and it's gold. And there's flames. So, it's one of the more sexual cards. Um, so I definitely am taking it in that vein. And we have this clarified by the Five of Pentacles in the Gregory Scott Tarot, which shows some kids playing soccer. More games. More games. He got his heart broken every time he's ever been in love. So I understand where he's coming from, but I'm not interested in it. Oh. Okay, but that's the eternal excuse of the F boy. I just, you know, I've gotten my heart broken, so I'm sensitive, but I can't offer you any emotional depth, you know. That's the story. You know. It's so like, yeah. I always get my heart broken, so now I'm just gonna screw. But you're supposed to feel bad for me and give me all that good emotional labor. Blah blah blah. So, and then the Eight of Cups is, you know, obviously the walking away. Oh my, yeah, clarified with the Six of Wands in reverse, so the opposite of the victory. So, yeah, I think you've got, yeah, you understand where he's coming from, but yeah, it's like, that's great. Go and heal yourself and have, you know, you go heal yourself, sweetie. I don't want a broken boy. Oh, he's in the middle of a divorce. Oh my, yeah. Yeah, that is definitely not good. It's just not. It's like, same thing with go heal yourself. Go finish what you need to finish. Like, yeah, some guy that's in the middle of a divorce, he's not in the right place to, unless you just want to, you know, fuck around and find out. You know, but yeah, if you want to be taken seriously, he's not in the right place. And then when he gets his divorce finalized, he won't be either. He's gonna want to be wild and free and you know, do what he wants to do. So yeah, it's like, okay, you're in the middle of a divorce, like, feel for you, but that doesn't make it a good, you know. Of course, you don't want to be lonely. You want someone, you know, to help you through this difficult time. But yeah, it's really, do you, if you want to be someone's crutch. So good to have you back. Alice says, thank you. How I'm doing good. I got sick last month at the beginning of the month, and I feel mostly better, but I'm still so congested. But it's off and on. It's really weird. I'll be fine, and then I'll be really congested. So if you hear me start hacking and coughing, that's the deal. Oh, Jean. Jean's like, okay, I'll keep those thoughts to myself. So yeah, I mean, 2 cards of literal game playing. It's kind of interesting. And you know, the 8 of Wands is usually speed, but just here it just resembles like the 3 of Swords in a lot of ways. But um, it seems like emotional games um, that aren't going anywhere with it in reverse. Yeah. Okay, well, you tell that to him because he may never ever be old enough or too old. Some people are never too old to play games. Personally, I like games if they're the right kind of games. Um, his depression, either. Yeah, I can kind of see that with like, like the 5 of Wands or the 6 of Wands in reverse. Um, and the 8 of Cups. I don't know, just a little bit lonely and sadness. But yeah, depression. This guy sounds like a whole project. A whole project. A project for somebody else. Oh, Andrew, you still there? Hi. Yeah, I'm on Instagram. I don't check it all the time, but I'm on Instagram if you want to message me on there anytime. That would be great. Oh, and there's that Facebook group. I don't really go there either. But, either one of those. Um, well, if you fall asleep, have good dreams and restful sleep. Scotland, it's been a while. I hope you're doing well. I was wondering if you heard from Tarot Oracle and how he is doing. Okay, so I was thinking about I might do a video about that at some point. So he's alive, so as far as I know. Um, he has a second profile called Trader Oracle that he streams from, and it is about stock trading. And so he usually streams like most days, or he'll post if he's not going to stream over there because of treatments. Last month, I think it was, um, or the month before, he actually still was doing some treatments. So because he had posted he wasn't going to be on for a week, I believe. And since then, he's posted. So I haven't checked um, recently, but we're not together anymore. So sorry to share the bad news, but it's been a while actually. Um, so he's still doing treatments, as far as I know. I don't know if it was his last treatment the last time, or well, I don't know a lot of details really. Um, I just know that he streams on his other channel. He hasn't checked comments on the tarot channel. Sorry, in like I want to say 4 months. I haven't seen him comment on anything new. But there's a lot of people over there asking how he's doing, and he's doesn't seem to be really checking into that channel. So, he did say that it was hard to live stream, which requires kind of different. It's just different from, um, especially the way he does it. Doing like a pre-recorded video, and his oracle videos are pre-recorded and they're shorter, or his stock trading ones, And then when he does a live stream, he doesn't talk, he just shows his indicators. So, sorry for the coughing. They are easier, they're less taxing, I know, because they're shorter, they're not live. But he's over there. He's still streaming over there as far as I know, so it's a place that you can check in and see if he's still, banging around. Yeah, it really can drain energy sometimes. That is for sure. Oh, thanks, Andrew. Thank you. So, Alice, yeah, I'm sorry. You may ask a question if you're still hanging out. I'm looking back through my comments. So that's what I know from Tarot Oracle. We have not talked to each other in a really long time, but hasn't been attending to the tarot page, but he has been attending to the stock trading page. So just kind of the place to check in on him, I guess. I feel bad because I see a lot of people asking how he's doing. So, oh, you did not disrupt the screen. Don't be silly. The screen. Did I say the wrong word? Stream. I can't talk. No problem at all. Filling you in because like I said, I know a lot of people are worried and wondering, and so I'm happy to let people know. I commented on a couple of other people's comments, but like I didn't go through every single one, so yeah, I know people are thinking about him, and that's just the best thing I can say is just to check him out on his other channel. All 5 of your grands their own decks for Christmas. That's amazing. That's amazing. That is super. I love that. I got my daughter a deck a few years ago, and I got my son a deck a couple years ago, and he was like, I don't like tarot, and then he went off and like learned a little bit about tarot while telling me he had no interest in tarot. He's a weird kid. That's not Journey, my oldest. Okay, Alice, I'll check and see if your question is up because I'm still reading through old comments. I don't know why people waste other people's time, Gene XL. Well, because it benefits people who are doing it in some way. Is he still getting them? I thought he was done. Oh, treatments. Yeah. Yeah, I thought he was done too, but I did see that he had updated. It's Trader Oracle, and he has the same picture. And he had updated and said, he wasn't going to be posting anything for the week. So, Alice, what do my spirit guides and angels want to tell me? I love that question. Alice. What does Alice's spirit guides and angels want to tell her? Oh, Alice's spirit guides. Oh, man. That's a spirit guide. For sure. Oh, all right. Hold on. So, okay. First card is the 5 of Pentacles, which in this particular deck, which you cannot see because we're doing Blackout Tarot, it shows the church window huge and the light coming through. So literally just showing the spiritual presence through this church. And um, definitely gives the, like, the kind of the spirit guides are there with a message. And the next card is the Two of Wands, showing me like you have either some type of decision, or I was going to say a decision or a choice. I guess that's pretty much the same. Like two paths are diverging, and so something is coming up that you're going to have an important decision. Um, so one, okay, they both show a deer. Like there's a trail and there's a deer standing by each trail. But one, okay, and they both kind of lead to a mountain, but this one has one, two, five birds above it. The one on the left has five birds, and the one on the right has just orange and pink sky. Um, okay, and then we also have the world. So it feels like that's like it's a pretty big decision. And they want you to know that they are guiding you um, through the decision. So I think there's going to be some signs for you to pick up on along the way to help you figure out which path is the right path for you. And it may very well be that both paths lead to very beautiful, positive, powerful outcomes. With the world card, it just has this, you know, we have the dance. It's very focused on the dancer. And she just, she's very sort of powerful and victorious isn't exactly the right word, but um, like, I don't know. My feeling is that both outcomes lead to very good things, but they're just different things. So it's more, like, it's not like, it doesn't feel to me like there's the right decision and the wrong decision. It's more like there's just two decisions that are going to take you into very different directions. And they're both going to lead to, something fantastic, but you're going to have this choice. And I feel like it's maybe not going to be really easy, and it's not going to be easy because there's just probably two things that you want, and it's just not easy to make those decisions. But I do see that there's going to be clues. I feel like, sort of intuitively, like there'll be 5 signs that will indicate which direction you should go. And I don't know if there'll be 5 signs that all say go to the left or go to the right, or if there'll be 5 signs, and obviously since 5 is an odd number, there'll be more of one or the other. So I don't know if they'll all point to the same thing or if you'll have a mixed bag, but kind of look and see if you have 5 signs that you feel are indicators, and then, which path has the more signs, I guess. Let me see who else or what else is being said. Andrew says, I think my oldest got into the first draft of my tarot journal last year. He plays video games that involve tarot cards. Oh, I think my oldest, maybe it was a video game thing that got him into it too. Oh, Alice, yep, that was for you. This is the reading on the Virgo's feelings. I was behind the live. Oh, okay, well, hopefully you're caught up, Alice. Or have at least caught up to where I was giving you a reading, I'm going to go ahead and draw um, 3 more cards from the Gregory Scott Tarot to clarify or expand, just for any further information. Wow, holy cow! So the first card that you got was the Five of Pentacles, and in this deck, it's the Ciro Marchetti beginner deck. So it's like called the Illuminated Tarot, I think, and it's just like there's like a snowflake in the middle. It's just this beautiful. This is the most spiritual like Five of Pentacles card I've seen. This one always gives me like a feeling of hope. The Gilded Tarot. That is correct. And then what did I draw from the Gregory Scott? But the Judgment card, which is a man being held up by 2 angels. I mean, what better card when you've asked about your spirit guides? Being lifted and held up by 2 angels, and then there's a stained glass window of an angel playing the trumpet in the back. So wow, like not only does that to talk about your spirit guides, but with the Judgment card, that is like your calling. So like this decision is really significant in terms of your life calling. And the Two of Wands clarified by the Two of Wands. How about that? Wow. Two of Wands clarified by the Two of Wands. So on the Gregory Scott Tarot, we have a woman with long... Wow, I have some decks that I haven't opened either, or that I have opened but haven't looked through. I was just thinking today, I think, Andrew, that yeah, I mean, Tio had bought me so many decks that like I got a great deal of them all at once, and then I got more, and then like I got his deck, which we all worked on together. So obviously I wanted to use that one, and then he also gave me the one that he received that just wasn't really his style or whatever, but that was like really funky and cool. Although there was 2 of them that were like that. There was like the art one with the crayons and the pens, and then there was the other one that was like a tarot and oracle kind of really strange deck. Anyway, the imagery on those were so cool. Like I just focused on those 3, left so many in the box. Gregory Scott is one that every time, I swear probably every time Tio would use it, I would be like, what deck is that? Because the images are all made by the same person, but they don't always feel the same. So I'll see something really cool and I won't recognize it as being like from this deck. So Alice, your Two of Wands in the Gregory Scott shows a woman wearing a long yellow dress. She's barefoot in the woods. The trees are orange. So I don't know if it's, and the sky is orange in the other Two of Wands. So I don't know if maybe this is something that's going to happen in the fall, which would mean, like a year from now, where the decision has to be made. Unless you're still experiencing autumn, because we're not. She's got long, like strawberry blonde hair. It's kind of orange, and she's also holding this like large orb that kind of looks like a pearl. So, and then there's these 2 sticks or wands that are like upright. They kind of create like a sort of a almost like a doorway, but yeah, it definitely gives that feeling of having some decision, something to walk through, a choice to make. I definitely feel like I said, that it's something really important you know, a major calling, and also that the spirit guides are assisting. Okay, and so the world card is um, clarified with the Six of Swords, which is really dark. I'm trying to think of what. Oh, I just saw the Six of Swords. So this card, I've never seen this card. I swear to God, is the coloring is dark, and there are kind of these monsters that he's trying to fight off, but there's like these little like sort of imps, demonic little imps, kind of pulling at him. Six of Swords. This is just a really different depiction. So it's so it's right on the opposite side of the Judgment card with the angels holding this guy up. This other guy here is being sort of dogged by, I would think, some doubts, some maybe regrets, some um, more, I guess, the negative aspect. So while you do have your guides, you also have maybe some little tricksters kind of trying to push you off the path. But I really feel like overall, like I said, that you have the signs, that you're going to have the guidance. But I can expect that you are going to feel a lot of. Okay, so the Six of Swords is, positive is the Six of Swords is moving out of that difficult time. But yeah, it's definitely like this decision is really pulling on you. It's really weighing on you, and you can feel that it's important, and you can kind of feel, the negativity, I guess, trying to break through. But I feel like, and with the Five of Pentacles, there could be a problem with resources. Like maybe that's the thing with the two goals or the two paths, is like one path requires some resources that you don't have, but maybe requires you to have a little bit of sort of faith that the things will appear when you need them. Um, yeah, I'm feeling that. I'm feeling that, like the negative is like, okay, the path, the choices, like one of those choices just feels like maybe impossible, and it's going to require a leap of faith to to um to move towards that path, because you just don't think you have everything. You're not equipped with everything that you need, but you've got the angels just literally holding you up on both sides in this Judgment card. It's really beautiful. So yeah, I hope that is very helpful for you. I get behind on the lives too, and then I forget, and then I don't know what people are commenting about. Like, or I'll comment, and then later on I'll realize, okay, that's completely out of context. It's so interesting that Two of Wands, it's clarified about Two of Wands. But it also, like, as I said, the timing on this definitely feels like autumnal as well. So it's like, I don't know if it's like the decision itself will come up by then in the fall, or if the decision, will need to be made by the fall, you know, very well could be something that's kind of, it feels like such a big decision that it doesn't surprise me that it's a long-term kind of thing, that it's something you're going to be dealing with for a while. It really is a very beautiful deck. Well, thank you, Alice. I'm glad that it was helpful for you. And you know, my style reading, my reading style, apologize because I do have a tendency to kind of, you know, might not all be in one place. I get distracted. I go on tangents, you know. I talk to other people about other things in the middle of a reading sometimes. I just do what I'm pulled towards, basically. Yeah, this deck is very, I don't know, colorful. It's mostly pretty upbeat and positive, and the Gregory Scott, that is. Um, oh, check out the Knight of Wands if you're into dudes. Squirrel. The Knight of Wands is like this shirtless guy in these like work trousers, and he's swinging an axe, chopping some wood, but he's like got this reddish hair and this beard, and doesn't not remind me of, even though he's not a redhead at all, but um Dean Winchester. I don't know, it's just like a certain vibe. It doesn't really look like him, it just was a vibe for a minute. Squirrel. The colors on these are really quite vibrant. I have the one that I keep looking at is sitting on a shelf, and it's got this great big book, and it's not the Illuminati Tarot, but it's the Apocalypsis or whatever it's called. And it's just like, I want to give it, you know, all the attention it deserves and really study it. So it's got this great big book, and it's totally totally intimidating, like this beautiful deck, but then it's just like, am I going to be able to study this and get into it, or, you know, not? I should just break it out. A lot of times I seriously like get a brand new deck and I think this is like, how am I going to even try to read with this? And then when I read for other people, it's just like, it just talks to me like butter. I mean, not every deck, but a lot of decks. Um, One that I really, really like is Mythic, the Mythic Tarot. Um, and it has this whole like study system. It's all like each suit is like this one mythological story, and like, so it's a great one to study and learn, but I haven't done it because I started using it and it just read so well without me needing to do that, but it never happened. The original, I got it secondhand online from someone. I don't know who. Um, the new one is like, I don't know, computer art or something. It's just like, I'm sure it's fine to actually use and have, you know. Hi BB, how are you? Um, Scotland just got the Halloween Wait Stars deck. Oh, I don't think I've seen that, but I've seen a lot of weight decks. I really want like the the one that looks old. I forgot what it's called. It's kind of faded. The thing is, like, I like the ones that look old and that are faded, but then sometimes they change the colors or like drain the colors a little bit too much. I just don't. I just want it to look old, but I still want it to look like a standard. If that makes any sense. They actually changed the pictures. I know they changed like how they did the picture. You know what? Another deck I really really want is It's the Mythic Tarot. I think I have 3 different books to study it. Like one is a workbook, even where you color in the pictures and everything. Like I have so much study guides for it, but like if I ever get to it, like there's a lot of stuff. Oh shoot, what was I gonna say? The Guild Tarot. The Guild Tarot. They reissued it a couple of years ago, and it's like kind of saucy, but I don't know. It just looks really cool, and the way they do the number cards are so cool. Old style tarot is really beautiful. I don't know if I've seen that one. I'm trying to think if the one I'm thinking of is. I feel like it's called like retro tarot or retro weight, or maybe it's not, but something like that. Your cards sparkle. Wow, the weight Halloween weight stars deck sparkles. That's fantastic. I have a Halloween deck. It's not a weight deck. It's the Halloween tarot, I think is what it's called. I know Andrew's got that one too. It's it's like really kitschy looking, but it's a very serviceable, useful deck at any time, I think. I have a beautiful deck that I used in one live, but don't remember the name of it. It was kind of gothic. Well, I did use the oh, I wonder if maybe you're thinking of the Haunted House Tarot. I like the Haunted House Tarot uh, by Sasha Gilmore, I think. And I have another deck by her. Oh, okay. I did, uh, like, Tio let me film with his gothic deck that I can't think of what it's called. So that was super stunning. But I had to give it back. I had to give it back. Actually, he left it here, so when he was here, he left it with me, and then I had to take it back to Dallas. So I probably could have forgot to pack it, but I didn't. I returned it, and yeah, as well I should have. It is very blue. I'm trying to think of what deck I have that's gothic and blue. Jojo has a question, and BB. I like the repetition. Jojo and BB. Yes, you both may ask your questions. Hmm. Blue and expensive. Well, the Gregory Scott Tarot is blue on the back, but it's not really gothic. And it's not expensive. It's a pretty, like, mass market, easy to get one. Now I really wonder what that deck might have been. Ah! Are we still there? Thank you, Stella. I scrolled away and it said live stream had ended. But I think maybe it was someone else's live stream had ended. So, I'm using my tablet, but then I'm using my phone to keep track of comments. And I confused the crap out of myself. Okay, good. Activity. I'm looking at my... Today is the 10th. Didn't even realize that. Okay. So for the question that was sent through PayPal, did you want... Is it okay if I read the question? It doesn't seem like it would not be okay. Oh, Scotland, right. Scotland. Thank you for the donation, by the way. Okay, so it's fine for me to read your question, right? Okay. Scotland wants to know, will she get her escape artist dog back? Is your dog a husky? And this is not intuition. This is just that I have a friend who has a husky, so I know how they be. Huh. Oh, yeah. Doggo's coming home. Not a husky. Is it a big dog? Is it like a Dalmatian? Who else likes to run away? Shepherds like to run away. German shepherds, I think. Of course, Lassie, you know, she's out there looking for Timmy. Lassie, come home. Oh, a Yorkie. Oh, 13 years old with a bum leg. So I got the Four of Cups, so someone being offered something that they don't want. So, it could be that someone maybe is trying to help her, but she doesn't know them. She doesn't trust them or whatever. Yeah, that's a little scary. But then the next card that comes up here is the Ten of Cups, which, I mean, you know the Ten of Cups, but this is just a beautiful Ten of Cups with the rainbow and the home. And there are two women and a cat. And they're like, they look like they're doing needlepoint. It's really hard to see. But look, they're doing some crafts together. They're sitting outside on a bench, outside of their home. But I mean, if you ask, is my doggy coming home to me? And then you turn over the Ten of Cups with a great big home, then, I mean, that's a really good... That's a yes. I just watched the Eras tour, and the little house is so like the Evermore cottage. And there's bees, which represent good things, community, and the richness of life, teamwork. So I do think that your doggy is going to come home. And then the final card, third card, I'm not going to draw 6 because I think 3 is plenty to answer this question, is the Ten of Pentacles. So you got, you know, again, family and riches, and there's a little mouse standing on the box with the pentacles in it. So 2 tens, the Four of Cup. I think, like I said, I think maybe he could be like with someone who, you know, maybe has brought him in and doesn't, you know, is trying to hopefully find the rightful owners, or maybe they're not. But I feel like he's like somewhere where, not that he's in danger or anything, but he's just like, no, this is not my home, and like, I don't want what you're selling. I don't want what you're selling. Each one of these cards also has a little animal. One has, actually, the Four of Cups has a little mouse and a squirrel in a tree, and birds. And the Ten of Cups has the cat and the bees. And the Ten of Pentacles has the little mouse and has a little turtle. Okay. So that does indicate to me, like, it's very positive that he's coming home, but also the turtle is maybe saying it might take a while. Because I do feel like he's kind of gone off on a little bit of a side quest of some sort that's, like, kind of got lost. Like, that's the sense is that he's somewhere he doesn't want to be, but he's going to be making his way home. So, yay. Please let me know when that happens. Well, that's good. That's good that you called the pound and posted on the lost and found. And um, yeah, I think, maybe someone found him and they saw his leg or whatever, and they are trying to help him out or whatever. I just feel like I said, it's the Four of Cups is just kind of like this disinterested. It's like they're trying to give you something good, but you don't really want it. And I feel like that's your doggy. He's just like, someone's trying to help him out or do something nice, and he's just like, "You're not my people. Like, let me get back to my people." My dog, when I was a kid, it was, yeah, my dog when I was a kid, we couldn't have the door open ever without holding on to her. Like, she would run out the door like so fast. Um, she was a mutt, but she had some German Shepherd, but she had just blonde coloring. She looked literally like a dingo. Like, when she was a puppy, she very much looked like a dingo, and then she got a little bigger than what a dingo is, but she was not a huge dog. And she kind of looked like a cross between a golden retriever ish, not really, maybe a lab, not a golden, because I kind of a lab and kind of a shepherd, and she had the pointy ears, which were very unusual for like the rest of her features. And she didn't have any markings on her. She was all just like this blondish color that was sometimes in the summer was kind of reddish or looked red-ish. And she lived like 20 years. We got her when I was 8, and I think she died when I was like 28, and that was a while ago. So she would always run down to the beach and roll around in the dead fish. What are you gonna do? He's chipped, so that's good. Yeah, I kind of get the sense that, like I said, he's with someone who's pretty well-meaning, but maybe they're just, you know, trying to rescue him, but like they want to keep him, maybe, or or they want to help him and they don't want to let him go until after they've helped him, or I don't know. Hopefully they'll take him to the vet in the next few days, and they'll be able to notify you. And of course I skipped to Scotland because she was a sweetheart and she donated. But I did have questions from, oh man, yeah, the hunting season is obviously a concern for you. I'd be worried about that too. Yes, Jojo and BB. I'm looking for their questions. Jojo and BB, you guys still on here? Oh, I see you. Jojo wants to know, has Dee been thinking about me a lot? And BB wants to know Varen's thoughts, feelings. I'll have to let my other 5 in. Oh my goodness. All right, well, we'll see you then. BB wants to know Varen's thoughts, feelings, and intentions. Okay, I'm going to do JoJo. I don't know if you're here. If you're here, say hey. If you're not here, I'll still do the reading. You can check it later. Has Dee been thinking about me a lot? JoJo wants to know. Interesting. I thought I flipped the card over, but it didn't turn. Oh, there you are. Oh, okay. Like, I put down the 3 cards, but I wasn't looking directly at it. That's why I said interesting, because I laid down the middle card upside down. So it's a mystery. Okay, so we want to know if D has been thinking about you a lot. I'm guessing D is a male, but I could be wrong. I'm guessing you're a female, but I could be wrong. Um, I mean, I call my little boy Jojo, but I also know girls that go by Jojo. D is a male. Okay. Well, the first card we got is King of Cups, so that's a really good question, or a good card to come up with if someone's been thinking about you, because the King of Cups, the cups are emotions, and definitely, like, the King of Cups, he is balanced in his emotions, he is thoughtful, and um, he is someone who I think would be thinking about you. That would indicate that he was thinking about you. I'm trying to see some of the details on this card. He's holding a cup. He's got this thing in his hand. I don't even know what it is. And he's wearing orange robes and an orange hat. And the planet Saturn with the rings, I think it's Saturn, is behind him. It's interesting. Jupiter? I think it's Saturn. And the second card we have is the Page of Wands. So that indicates a little bit of like passion, a little bit of excitement. And Page is a youthful energy, so it gives like the beginning of something exciting and passionate. And then we have the Eight of Wands. Okay, that's just flying fast. So it feels like this person has been thinking a lot of thoughts towards you very quickly, possibly of a sexual nature, or being attracted to you, especially with the Eight of Wands, literally flying quickly towards someone. Um, yeah, so it feels like that, yes, that they have been thinking. So with the King of Cups, it doesn't necessarily mean like that they're in love with you, although it could, but it also could just mean like that their thoughts aren't purely physical. They do have, you know, deeper thoughts. And I'm wondering if this person is sort of poetic. Because the King of Cups would definitely be a poetic type. All right, okay, interesting. Excuse me. Our clarifier cards, we've got Ten of Swords in reverse. So again, have a girl with a book open. She's sitting in front of a mirror. The swords are in the mirror, but they're not actually in her. And there's like a tragedy comedy mask um, on the mirror. It's making both faces. She's got a book open. So I'm feeling like I had said that he might be sort of a poet. I'm feeling like this with the Ten of Swords in reverse, that he's a poet or a writer or like a deep soul, a little bit on the dramatic side, but just a little bit deeper, and maybe artistic in some way, or expresses himself poetically. He chose his girl best friend over you. Well, So there's maybe the pain for you with the Ten of Swords. The card's upside down, um, in reverse. Three of Pentacles. Three of Pentacles. So Three of Pentacles could be teamwork, but it could also be sort of a three-party situation. And you said he just picked his bestie. You and him were talking romantically, and he told you he asked her out just 2 days ago. Huh. Boys, am I right? We have the Six of Wands in reverse, which is the card of the victory. And this is a woman on this card, but it's in reverse. So it's like maybe because you are the one he chose the other person, so you're feeling like rejected. It's like, so you were talking romantically, it felt like he was coming at you kind of hot and heavy. And then boom, he's just like, I asked somebody else out. Isn't that great? What is wrong with men? Someone answer. Someone tell me. Right, Gene? That's so nice of him. Does he have regrets? Is his best girl, does she have dark hair by any chance? And are you a blonde? Does he have regrets? Yeah, I think he does have regrets. The page of wands is just kind of looking around a little bit confused, and also looks a little bit androgynous. In the Six of Swords is like moving in through something really difficult. It's kind of confusing, like, why? You know, there's such a mystery sometimes. He looks confused, and he looks bothered. I wonder if she's like nags at him already, like if he's just already like, this isn't what I was thinking it was gonna be. But yeah, this Six of Swords is really a kind of like dark place with dark things pulling at him. And then the Page of Wands is just looks very naive and very perplexed. Oops. Keep scrolling accidentally. Nine of Swords. Which would suggest, anxiety, being up late, sleepless nights, stuff like that. It does seem like there's some regret, but it doesn't. It's like, okay, you're talking to JoJo. You asked the other girl out. Like, why? I don't understand. So she just kind of came out and was like, I like you. And he's like, okay. It does look like struggles for him, really, with her. Yeah, that could have been it for sure. Um, I don't get why he asked her out knowing he was talking to me. Right. Maybe he was talking to a few people. Um, she only wanted him when he was about to get with someone else. So do they have a past of like him wanting to be with her, but her kind of being more distant? And have they like? I feel like is he someone she was? Someone he was? Is she someone he was pursuing? But as you said, she really wasn't interested until he was with someone else. Mm, okay. Or that was Jean that suggested that. Yeah, she might have felt like she might have felt like she was kind of losing his attention. Had to pull out some big guns. It doesn't. Yeah, it really doesn't look like that was the best decision for his sort of mental state. I guess it's showing a lot of sort of conflict and anxiety. Yeah, to me, it looks like either he's feeling regret now or he will be, and also a little bit like there's a pull, but he just went with her because like maybe there's still a pull of you, but yeah, like Jean said, you kind of know everything you need to know about him. It's not a good look for him, you know. It's like okay, he was sending you some signals, and then he just kind of dropped you for this girl because she kind of stepped up and was like, no, not really. I kind of see him being like this kind of conflicted, standing on the fence, sending you some more mixed signals. That's, hey, BB. I'll get right to you, BB. That's the sense I'm getting is mixed signals from him, a little bit of drama, a little bit of like maybe the kind of person who. So a lot of times men they cause the drama. They say they don't like drama, but they cause the drama, and then they act like they don't cause the drama. That's kind of a little bit of the sense I'm getting. He might actually like the drama and attention that he gets from you. That like because he's with someone else, and he might not think about it like mm, consciously, but it feels good. He's getting uh he's getting validation. He's getting good feelings. Like this girl wanted him, so he went with her, and you wanted him, so now he's like bummed out. I feel like he's gonna be kind of a fence rider and try to sort of breadcrumb you, but not really like um offer what you really want. Yeah, I agree with Jean. Like, why would you want him coming towards you? Like, it's like you picked her, so you lost me. You don't get to like pick her and then come back and pick me as another thing is guys do, and women sometimes do too, you know, will keep sort of a backup person. So, you know, you don't want to be the backup girl. You don't want to be the, like, plan B. I'm getting from these cards uh, that sensation that he would be that on the fence, 1 foot in, 1 foot out, always kind of, you know, acting like a married man, telling you he's going to leave her, telling her how unhappy he is, but not making any motions to get out. I kind of feel like he's just would basically drag you into some drama and some misery that you don't really need. Exactly, you don't need anyone slappy seconds. But also, like, just being involved in this is just really going to draw you into this, like I said, drama that you don't need. And I feel like she is maybe the type that would be not someone you want to get into involved with drama with. Like, you know, someone who just would really make your life miserable. Yeah, red flags, red flags. Yeah, that's the sense. That's the sense. Like, he was coming at y'all hot and heavy, but then boom, and there's just too much, like, this, like, tortured poet feeling. And it's like he tries to use that maybe to get you to feel bad for him, but like, he's always going to be a tortured poet. You cannot save him. He's just going to pull you under the waves with him, kind of a thing. Right. Was he just taking the safe bet? But honestly, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if he was really quite happy to have attention from more than one girl, make you jealous, you know. I'm getting that, like, tortured poet. Like, you think you can rescue him and give him the love he needs and he'll be happy, but he's just like a bottomless well of tortured poetry. And maybe bad poetry at that. Maybe bad poetry at that. BB. Hello, BB. All right. Let me see. I know you already asked your questions. I'm just trying to find it. Scrolling. Maybe I'll just have to type it out again because I'm looking, but I'm not seeing it. As you type, I will find Varun's thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards BB. Okay. I don't know if I'm saying, ooh, am I still here? I have a low battery. Okay. I was like, BB will be typing. Okay. I don't know if I'm pronouncing Varun correctly, but we want to know about thoughts, feelings, and intentions. My battery's going to die out in a little bit, so this might be the last. I might do this be the last reading and then let you go. If you guys have not subscribed to me yet, please subscribe so you can be notified the next time I go live. Whoopsie. Okay. Come on, cards. Go together. Varun's thoughts, feelings, and intentions. Interesting. BB, are you a she and is Varun a he? Just for, you know, just so I have some. Oh, thank you, Alice. You're so sweet. Just so I have some easy pronouns to use. Whoops. Cards are popping out all over the place. You're a she and he's a he? All right. I want to know his thoughts and intentions. Thoughts and intentions. What's going on? What is going on? The Emperor in reverse, the Magician in reverse, Eight of Swords in reverse, and the Hanging Man in reverse. Obviously, my deck was upside down, but still. The Hierophant is showing me a child emperor, a child on like a child pope. 10 of Cups. Thoughts, feelings, and intentions. Ten of Cups, we've got a rainbow and we've got an angel statue in the background. So it was giving me religious themes. And so is the Hierophant, of course. The Emperor. The Emperor, the Magician. So we've got power cards. The Hanging Man. And the Eight of Swords. Is this person in a position of power? Are they a boss over you or some type of authority over you? Or you may be an authority over them? Like in some way, as I said, they would be your boss, or you don't know them through church, do you? Got some churchy vibes. Oopsie. Lives drain your battery. Yes, in some way he's a manager at your dream company. Okay. All right, that makes sense. Wow. So I put the cards down and they all came up reversed, meaning I had the whole deck upside down, but I don't know. I just feel like they meant to come out that way. He's a manager. That makes a lot of sense. One to two levels below him. So, see, with the Eight of Swords in reverse, it's like he's in a position where it's really hard for him to, it's like his hands are tied in terms of honestly being able to really make a move. Then we have the Hangman also in reverse. So it's like not like he's not sort of doing anything. So is he like, has he been showing signs of interest, like hitting on you or being flirtatious or something? 2 levels, 1 to 2 levels above you. I feel that. Oh, yeah. That rudeness. So the Seven of Cups is the card of walking away. It's like, I think you're right to question his intentions because I feel like that there's like hot and cold. But I can feel, I think that there's an interest, and it could just be a physical interest. And I feel like he knows it's a bad idea. He knows it's a bad idea. And like, he kind of doesn't care. But the thing is, yeah, hot and cold, right? So the thing is, if you get involved with someone from work, and they're a man and you're a woman, and if it comes out, the great double standard comes into play, and his status will go up and yours will go down. I mean, it could be very, very harmful for you. And I do feel like he knows what a bad idea it is. And he kind of doesn't care, but he kind of does. But, like, it probably won't necessarily stop him from at least trying to play. I feel like he is one you want to stay away from. You want to keep things professional. Because it could really harm you a lot more than it could harm him. You being lower on the totem pole. We used to always say totem pole, but you being lower on the totem pole, like, shit rolls downhill, you know, when there's something, someone needs to be blamed. You know, you're in the least powerful position. So, with the Seven of Cups being the final card, it feels like, you know, not here for a long time, but good time. We get the Hierophant, which represents, like, rules and hierarchy and structure. And it's just like, he knows what a bad idea this is, but men will do some risky things for the thrill of it, you know? And the Ten of Cups is like, I feel like I said, you got the Ten of Cups in the middle, right? I feel like with the Seven of Cups walking away card being at the end, that he's really capable of putting on a show of, like, wanting more, of being serious, but I don't trust that with the Seven of Cups. It's like the person before, you know, the guy was giving her all the signals and then he just started dating someone else. Like, what? You know, I feel like this guy is really capable of convincing you, of selling you a dream. So I think that if you're hoping he can get you into his company, I think you can probably trade on a little bit of letting him be interested in you, but definitely don't give him anything. You know what I mean? Like, it's all right if he is intrigued by you and wants to, like, bring you in. But like, you might be able to use that to your advantage, but definitely I wouldn't put any eggs in his, like, basket emotionally, or be trustful of him. I do feel like he can sell a story, you know, can make you believe what he wants. But ultimately I don't feel like he's really, really, truly in it for the long term. But I do feel like he can be dangerously seductive. So, like, as long if you could use it to your advantage, if you can not fall for his tricks. Like, he might be able to help you get into his company. I do think it's a physical interest. But I do also think that he's going to try to make you believe it's more. I feel like with the way the cards are, that he would be the type to he's not necessarily going to tell you that he wants all these things, but like the right kind of meaningful looks, the right kind of suggestions to let you imagine things that he never said, but that he's not completely innocent of. It's not that that it's in your head, it's that he's kind of carefully doing that. So I would definitely watch out for him. And do you know if he's married? Because I feel like he could be married. I mean, technically, I guess it would be gaslight, but I feel more like just that could mislead her intentionally, but cleverly. Like, I never said any of those things. I never promised you a rose garden, but the kind of guy who can give you those meaningful looks and make you believe that there's really something special going on between the two of you without saying so, and then gaslight you. Yes, then basically make you feel like you made it up. He never promised you anything. So I guess it would be gaslighting, but oh well, that's good at least. That wasn't really what I was thinking, but yeah, I guess it would be gaslighting. Manipulation, I guess. That's how it feels to me, is that he wouldn't outright say, you know, baby, I want us to get married and have 4 children and live happily ever after. But he would kind of give you all those impressions. you know you know how that goes, right? Just give you those looks and make you feel like there's something really magical between the two of you, but he's just wanting to have the experience. Oh, is that kind of how you were feeling? Yeah, I wouldn't, basically, I wouldn't probably put a lot of emotional energy into him. Like, if he, if he, is kind of doing whatever he's doing, but you're just kind of, you're just there. You know what I mean? Like, just don't invest emotionally. That's what I said earlier about eggs. So, like, you could dump him, drop him, whatever, or you could just be sure to emotionally kind of step back and just kind of observe a little bit. I mean, it's entirely up to you, obviously. Oh, ouch. I don't think he would react well to that, probably. I never really liked you in the first place. Be careful, because my high school romance, my high school boyfriend, like freaking, love of my life, whatever. I told him once that I was not attracted to him or something like that. And we ended up, falling in love and then breaking up and then being friends. And like he was always like, he always remembered that. It's like, that's not true anymore. Just saying. He would call you every day to check up on you. Well, consistent is good. call every day to check up on you. Like, check up on how, like, if you're doing okay, or check up on if you're doing something you're not supposed to be doing. I'm not sure how you mean the checking up on you. Oh my god, my lips are so dry. What is the time of the day right now? Holy cow, it's 1 a.m. I gotta go to sleep. GeneXO said you made it. Who made it? If I'm doing okay and that I got home safely from work. Oh, check up on you. Okay, in a good way. I mean, that's good. So, like, you guys are dating and talking and he's sort of courting you? To use an old-fashioned term. I think, you know, if you just, like, sort of lean back, let him lead and observe and don't get emotionally involved, like, you can probably find out if there's something that you can gain. But I would just avoid getting physically intimate with him. Oh, he's been pulling back and rude. Why are men anyway? Oh, I plugged in my tablet, so it didn't die. it was getting pretty low. So now he's playing back at me rude. Well, how rude? How rude to be rude? I think maybe he's on a power trip, honestly. I mean, with the Magician in reverse and this Magician too is just like a little bit shady, you know? I don't know, I feel like, and he's condescending. Oh, you did get intimate. Yeah, I feel like that. He's on a power trip and you know, like he thinks he's better than you. It's kind of the feeling I got. Feels superior. Yeah, that's not good. I think that your instincts are probably right on that. Yeah, just pull away from him. Like, don't even let him play his little emotional games. Because honestly, sometimes that's just as much sort of fun for them. Oh, he's Indian. Yeah, I have kind of, yeah. I kind of have felt that way in my interactions online with Indian men as well. Um, well, and he's a couple of job rungs up above her. He's more successful. He thinks he's got, you know. Also with the Magician in reverse, he could be having some narcissistic or egomaniacal tendencies. And his behavior certainly does not speak well for him. So, yeah. I also feel like he probably used that, like I'm in a position where I could maybe help you if you give me what I want. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like he probably used that to his advantage. Narcissistic. Well, what's your question? You don't want to be with a narcissist. Hello, Ladybug Love. What a sweet little name that is. Oh my gosh. Jean, I totally like. So I have a friend in England, and I said something one time about the way that Indian men just don't give me a good vibe or whatever. And I was like, I know it sounds very bigoted, but it's just the experiences that I've had. And and I also tend to not find them very attractive. Um, and she was like, well, what about this guy? What about this guy? It's like, well, they're British. Like, it's not, they're British. Like, India, the culture over there, I feel is really hostile towards women. And just the way that the men are raised. Um, yeah, Western Indian men are just a different creature, and a lot of them are very good looking. And maybe it's just the style that doesn't like appeal to me. But yeah, I feel like the same way, like Western Indian men and like men from India, like, hey, don't like, you know, blackball me or anything. All the Indian men are gonna like boycott my channel now. Ladybug Love, you may ask a question, and Ladybug Love, your question is going to be the last one for the night. And I am going to go to sleepy sleep. I've also heard that, thank you, BB, that's so sweet. I've also heard that, like, Indian men, or Indian, like, the rape culture there is, like, just it's very unsafe for girls and women in general. Possibly even worse than the United States. It's not that great here sometimes. Ladybug Love. How much will my insurance pay me for my vehicle? Well, that's a different kind of question. Let's see. Guides, please help me to give a clear answer to Ladybug Love. I may not be able to answer in a like specific number type of way, but we'll see. We're getting reversals again. Strength in reverse. 10 of Wands in reverse. 9 of Pentacles. I'm getting a sort of you're on your own kid vibe out of this reading. Hold up just a sec. I moved down to the floor with one deck and I left the other deck. Strength. 10 of Wands. 9 of Pentacles in reverse. All in reverse. Feeling like they don't want to pay you. Like they're not wanting to pay you what the vehicle is really worth or what you're going to need to replace it. They're not like really lifting that off your shoulders. It's just giving me the idea that, like I said, you're gonna feel more or less on your own. Like, it feels like it's a burden that they're not helping you to the extent that you need. With the Eight of Pentacles, it's like I see you just putting in extra work to be able to get your repairs or replace your car, whatever it is, you know, that you need from this insurance money. Like, it's like they're offering you something, but it just doesn't feel like it's a significant amount of, you know, truly what you need. Have you been having issues like getting paid from them, or some reason why you feel like they're not going to pay you? So the Eight of Swords in this deck is literally someone falling through all these swords, and they're reaching. Oh, it was stolen. Okay. And so they're reaching out to this bigger hand, but it's like they're just falling, and the bigger hand is not like catching them. And this is the upright card. Just feels like they're going to be trying to give you a runaround and like get out of really paying you what you should be getting. Strength in reverse. 10 of Wands in reverse. 9 of Pentacles in reverse. The World in reverse. It really doesn't seem like they want to. They stop paying for your rental, and you have to turn it in tomorrow and pay a big balance. Yeah, I don't know. It does feel like they're just screwing you over. Like they're going to come up with some, you know, reason or some escape clause to get out of being what they exist for. It doesn't look good. There's such a heaviness, a weight, and like strength in reverse just feels like a weight, and the 10 of Wands is a heavy weight. And those are big cards too. 8s and 9s and 10s. And an 8 strength card. So we have 3 8s. Strength card, 8 of Pentacles, and 8 of Swords. I think so, especially with the 8s, because 8s are... And with the strength card in reverse, it's like, I mean, obviously they have it, and I feel like you're entitled to it as well. 3 of Cups in reverse. I feel like it is worth suing, because I feel like they're really trying to get out of having to do it, and it's just easier for them if they just deny it, like hoping that you just won't pursue it. Yeah, these cards look like someone getting screwed. That's exactly what they look like. The good part is, like like I said, 3 eights. Eights are the number of manifestation. And so with 3 eights, I really feel like it's there for you to manifest, but you basically, you have to bring it to you through your action. So and with the world in reverse, you know, when you take an action, you can turn your card, you can, you know, straighten your cards up. In like getting the world, I feel like you would be able to get a good payout, but you're gonna have to take action, like you said. You know, sue for it, because a lot of times big companies will just do that. You know, they'll just deny everybody. First round makes it easy. You know, half the people won't even bother to fight it, so problem solved. You know, and then even if, you know, so I would at least basically start off by keeping the pressure on them. Like, maybe you won't need to go as far as sue, but definitely just kind of keep the pressure on. And if it starts to look like that's not doing any good, yeah, bring the big guns. I am... Let me see. My spirit guides were protecting me in so many bad situations. I'm so tired and nothing happened to the person who stole it. Yeah, that really sucks. I feel like maybe the strength in reverse card kind of represents the person who stole it. Okay, I did close the list, but I'm considering doing those last two that just showed up. Latifah and Kitty. Kitty, Evelyn. How does Tez's family feel about me? Alright. I'm getting sleepy. I gotta go to bed, but I will see what I can bring up for Kitty. Huh. Okay. Interesting. So they don't trust you. Some of them really... Yeah, okay, no. They don't trust you. We got the Judgment card, the Seven of Swords, and the Moon. So... the Judgment card is normally like a good card, and I was thinking, okay, well, some of them may be like you, but taking it more literally, they're judging you on something, past mistakes. They're not trusting you. With the Seven of Swords, I feel like they're holding something against you. Or do they have more money than you, and they just like maybe don't trust you because you're like not in their class? The Moon also shows like distrust, and maybe they're keeping things from you. Do you feel hostility from them? Because I feel like they don't trust you, and they think you're a thief, or they think you're low class. They just I don't feel like it's necessarily deserved, But it does seem like they seem to think they're better than you, and whether it's a class thing or a race thing or just the side of the town, side of the tracks type of thing. I wonder if she left because we said we weren't doing any more readings. Okay, there you are. You're still here. Yeah, see how things are going tomorrow. Clarifier cards, I got the 10 of Wands. It's showing a man holding 2 children on his back. So he's carrying them. So Ace of Wands in reverse and then the Judgment in reverse, which you already have the Judgment card once. Yeah, I just don't feel like they... I feel like they definitely... kind of like they think that Tez, or they basically their family is better than others, and that they're more likely to sort of side like you're an outsider. And it could just be that you're new and they don't trust you, but I just feel like there's just so much suspicion and distrust, and like it's just not called for. Like, I don't know. That's what it feels like. Like they got 2 boys or 2 kids who are like golden boys. They got a lot of plans for them. And I don't know, you know, they think those kids walk on water. All right, final question. I swear nobody else can come and ask. It's final question. Latifa, are you still here? You're getting locked up tomorrow and you're fighting for custody of your kids. That is a struggle. Let's see if there's any guidance. Four of Swords, 8 of Pentacles, 10 of Wands. It looks honestly like it's going to be a lot of work. But you know, there's a kind of a break. You said you're getting locked up. I don't know if that's like a temporary thing. 4 of Swords kind of represents like a rest period or healing, or, you know, kind of downtime. And I kind of can already just feel that it's being the downtime of being locked up, and you're just gonna not have a lot that you can do from there. Obviously you're gonna need some type of legal representation. It's basically showing me it's kind of an uphill battle, but obviously put everything into it that you can. Money, effort, I mean, whatever that you have. Things are definitely coming at you to, you know, oppose you. It's absolutely uphill battle. 8 of Wands, 3 of Swords, both in reverse. So it's not, there's some, I think you can overcome them. I feel like basically you just gotta be more determined and more stubborn than the other guys. Like, don't give up no matter how hopeless it feels. Just, I remember seeing this thing when I was younger of like a pelican trying to eat a frog, and the frog is like half in the pelican, but his hands are out and he's choking the pelican, and it says, never, 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 never give up. That's what I'm getting for you, is like, it's going to take a lot, and it's going to definitely be an uphill battle, but and it's going to feel impossible, but it's not. So I hope things go all right for you. I'm sorry that wasn't the bestest news. Jean XO, thank you for being the best moderator a girl could ever hope for. Thank you, everyone, for joining the stream. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for your questions and your donations. Best of luck with everything, and absolutely come back and comment. Like, let me know if things work out for you. Let me know if I predicted something horrible and I was completely wrong and everything's wonderful for you. You know, whatever it is, come back and let me know. And hopefully I'll be streaming live again soon, but I'm losing my voice. I gotta go to sleep. I love you all. Until next time, be well. Have a wonderful night. Sweet dreams. And thank you all so much for joining me. Mwah. Peace out. And now let me figure out how to end. I think it's like this. If you check the pinned comment as a final word, please subscribe, comment, share, and hit the notification so you don't miss a live. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. Also, if you would like to leave a tip, tipping is open anytime. And that information is also posted by Jean XO. Somewhere. I'm trying to scroll, but I don't see it exactly, but that's okay. Thanks for joining, and thank you for supporting the channel, and have a wonderful night. Until next time, tarot friends, be well.